bienvenidos en Cafecito. Aquí estamos de vuelta juntos. The whole interview is going to be done in Spanish, so I hope y'all are wonderful at Spanish.
Yeah, you're kidding.
No. No.
You're out of luck.
We agree. I know. Yvonne and I agreed, a couple of years ago now, Yvonne, that we were going to interview Edgewood products, Edgewood people, the community members, and today we're going to interview Dr. Rose Narvaez. The reason we said yes is because she came to Edgewood as soon as she could, and because she married into the Narvaez family of Edgewood. So, Ms. Dr. Rose, thank you so very much.
Thank you for
Rose, I'm going to start right now, but simply asking you, give me your full name.
My full name is Rosa Maria Contreras Narvaez.
Okay. Tell us where you were born, where you were raised.
I was born in McAllen, Texas, in the Rio Grande Valley. I was raised. We lost my mother when I was very little, 9 years old, and we were raised mainly by my grandmother. But my dad would come in and out, but he was a very good supporter. But my grandmother was insistent that she would raise us, just her.
Tell me about your college days, please.
Graduated from McAllen High School in 1972. Graduated the top 10%. So I decided to go to the only college that I knew, and that was the college that my aunt graduated from, because we didn't know anything. Nope, they didn't. If you weren't white, I'm sorry, but if you were not white in the Rio Grande Valley, you were the least people that were called for scholarships. And I applied to, it was Incarnate Word College, and that's the one that my aunt went to, and they gave me lots of scholarships, lots of grants, and I left. It was really hard to leave. It really was. But I left, and I graduated from there, and then as soon as I graduated from Incarnate Word, I went straight to teach at John F. Kennedy High School.
What year was that when you came to Edgewood?
Oh my God, 1980.
1980, okay.
1980.
And tell me the schools beside Kennedy. What other schools did you work at?
I went all Edgewood. I went to John F. Kennedy High School. I was there for 22 years. And then I went to a new school that they opened up called Great Horizons for the overage freshmen. I thought I felt a calling to do that. I enjoyed it very much. And then went back to middle school. I went to the Fine Arts Middle School that was there. I taught there, and then they called me to be a science specialist for Edgewood. So I was a science specialist for elementary and middle school, and then they called me to be a VP, and we did VP at Gus Garcia Middle School. And then I went back to the curriculum department, and then they offered me the director of STEM at Memorial High School, and that I loved Memorial High School.
Of course.
My husband graduated from Memorial High School.
That was my next question. When did you meet Roy?
I met Roy at John F. Kennedy High School in 1981.
Yeah.
I first met him. I sat down next to him, and God only knew why I sat next to that man, but I said
because he was smarter than you were going to take his answers.
So. He was in shorts. He says, I was in shorts. He was a coach, and he goes, you just got attracted to my legs. So I met him there. We got married in 86, and
how many children?
We have 3 children. A boy, Anthony. He's a clinical psychologist. And then Stephanie and my youngest Natalie are both teachers, one at Northside and the other one at Southside.
Grandchildren, give me a number.
Oh, 2 with 2 to come. 2 might come even this afternoon or tomorrow. She was just telling me, Mom, I'm having pains. So I have two girls, Ella and Emily, and then I have 2 more that are coming from both my girls, pregnant at the same time.
Oh my goodness. Now, tell me when you decided to enter the doctoral program.
When I was a teacher, they had free grants to get your master's free if you were a science or math teacher. And Dr. Eddie Rodriguez told me, let's apply. They're offering free masters at Texas A&M University in College Station. And I said, we'll never get in. But okay, we'll apply. We both got in. So we got our masters there, and then they said, if you finish your masters, we have a huge $2 million grant that just came through do you want to get your PhD? Not your EDD. You have to get your PhD.
Correct.
And so after, it took us 10 full years because we never gave time up during our school time.
I know, I remember that.
And it took me, my nephew had just, I was defending my dissertation when they notified me that my nephew had died in Iraq. And Roy's nephew. And we just, I couldn't do it. I stopped, and they gave me 30 minutes to compose myself and finish up. So I did, and I finished, and I got my PhD. My brothers went, my brother, and
Rose, you're ruining my questions, Rose. Just
well, my brother went to the. I didn't expect anybody to go, but he made me very happy because he went to for the gown place thing on the
that's
PhD.
wonderful. Now you see, because this is my next comment. We have two young men here sitting by your side, and I know Larry. Hello, Larry. How are you?
Good.
And I know Trevor. Hello, Mr. Trevor. How are you? Rose, your brother to the left, your brother to the right. Rose, what an amazingly wonderful story. But I'm gonna let Larry introduce
Okay.
brother Trevor.
Okay, well, first of all, my name is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo,
So
okay.
I'm named after my dad. My father was born on August 10th of Dia de San Lorenzo, and so I was named Lorenzo. But everybody in work, going back, we had a white store director running the Kroger store. That's why then he started calling me Larry because I couldn't say Lorenzo.
Of course.
So anyway, but yes, my name is Lorenzo Contreras Jr. And I go by Larry. They call me Kiko, so that's my nickname. Every Hispanic family has nicknames,
Of course.
and I got mine was Quito. So we grew up in McAllen, Texas, and had the opportunity to be able to attend college. I was looking to become a pharmacist. That's why I started with chemistry. That's where I got my chemistry minor.
Correct, yeah.
And but that just I just didn't like the same thing over and over again in chemistry. So then I left to the military. I was in the Air Force for 2 years active duty, and then the rest of them were served in the reserve. And then I went 2 years in the Army as well. So, getting out, I was lucky enough. My sister talks about scholarships. My scholarship was the
military, the GI
Bill.
GI Bill, yeah.
And I thank our
Oh,
government
of
for
course.
that. So it was through the GI Bill I was able to complete my college degree. I received a college degree along with my wife. My wife has a sociology degree. We both graduated in May of 1976, and I received my BBA in business management, business administration, and she has her bachelor's in sociology. It's a little bit about who I am. So.
Appreciate it. Mr. Trevor, how did you get involved with these two people over here from McAllen, Texas? Tell us.
DNA.
Okay? Talk to us.
Well, there was a family tree, and actually I was looking for some skeletons in the cupboard,
Okay?
and I sure found
And
some.
you found some. Because I can hear your accent, because our viewers can hear your accent, tell me where you're from.
I was born in Boone, Australia,
In Australia.
and that's in Queensland.
Okay?
So that was in 1946, and life was just normal until about
But you
3
were
years.
looking for that family tree.
But yes,
Okay.
no, but it was only 3 years ago when
Okay.
I got the results of the DNA and found out I had a brother and sister here in America. And
Okay, explain to this little San Antonio girl, how did that happen?
Well, I knew when I was about 5 that there was a US Marine during the war billeted at my parents' place in Boona, and my aunt and all the people that knew him raved about him as being a nice guy, and he was a good dancer. Now, in country Australia, dancing was the real entertainment, and so that's where the connection came in, and he was billeted at the home, and somehow something else happened.
That's right. Let's see. Okay, we don't need details, but I can already figure this out.
Yeah.
So, my father was in the Pacific War, right? He was at World War II.
Correct.
He was 19 years old. He was in the Pacific Front with General MacArthur. No?
Yes, it was General MacArthur in the
General-
Philippines.
In the Philippines. And he was wounded in the Battle of the Philippines. And he was sent to Australia, to Brisbane, which I call it Brisbane, but it's Brisbane. And that's,
R&R.
yeah, well,
But
hospitalized.
To recuperate.
Well, he had suffered a head wound. He was shot by a sniper at the time. He had served already 2 years in the Pacific arena in doing mop-up work for the Army with MacArthur. But when they got into the Philippines, that's where I'll never forget what he said. He said what saved him is he had the double helmets on. He had the steel helmet on, and then on top of that he had the Kevlar on. Back then, they were made kind of like, very, very strong nylon or something. Anyway, if it hadn't been for the metal helmet, he would have died. But it was enough, and he said he was out. And I remember, growing up, I would touch where the bullet had hit him, and in the bullet fragment that remained inside the skull.
Yeah.
It remained inside the skull. So he was there for 4 months, and apparently he recovered very quickly. And I'll turn it over back to
and
my
so
sister.
he met Trevor's mom. Yeah, and he was young, 19, and good dancer,
And a good dancer.
and lots of chocolate bars.
Yes.
And so my dad, he found out, he came back to the States and he found out that, that twins were born. And they were his. And my dad never denied them. He kept in touch with them until Hurricane Beulah came. And when Hurricane Beulah in the valley came, our house was flooded up 8 feet. And we lost all contact, pictures, everything. But my mother never denied him. She knew about him. They had pictures of him up on the chest of drawers. And my daughter, Natalie, we always told all the kids, Larry told his kids that we had brothers in Australia. I never denied it. We knew we had them.
Sure.
And so my daughter, Natalie, the youngest one, said, Mom, take a DNA, Ancestry.com, because honestly, Mom, we don't believe you have brothers in Australia. And if they do, they'll pop up. Well, I went ahead. It took a year, almost 6 months before I finally spit in the tube. And it was about the same time Trevor was doing it. And so I got a little leaf, and it said, you have a gold leaf. And I thought, it's got to be a third cousin, fourth cousin, or whatever. And then I finally opened it, and it said, you have a sibling. And I thought, oh my God, a sibling. It's got to be them. So where do you look where it said his name, Trevor Burrell? You look on Facebook. Sure enough, his was on Facebook, his picture.
Wow.
And it looks spitting image of my dad. There's no way you can deny it. My brother was a store director at H-E-B at the time. I called him. I never called him, but this was important. So I called him and I said, because I knew he was busy, and I said, I found them. Okay, good, great. Keep me in touch. Keep me posted. I said, okay. So my younger brother said, well, let me look him up on the bank. And sure enough, it said Trevor Burrell and his brother Ray had won some costume a long time when they were little. And we looked up Ray, and yeah, spit an image. I mean, there's no denying.
Yeah.
So he told my sister-in-law Nancy, and she being a social worker that put adopted families together, she said, let me look. And she found this girl, I don't know, what's her name? Leanne Kingman. And she worked as a computer analyst for Dell Computers in Austin. So Nancy, my sister-in-law, looked her up and called her and said, explained to her the situation. And she said, he's my godfather. Let me call him up right now. And that's where she called him up.
So you found each other how many years ago?
3.
Three. Oh, so this is
Recent.
very recent.
3 years ago.
And you arrived at San Antonio when?
Well,
First
I
time?
came just after I knew, but that was just a check out of
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Are they worth getting to know?
Oh, yes. You're not kidding.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It was a relief. And finding out answered a lot of questions,
Oh, of course.
you know, and so I just decided to come, and it was last Thursday I came over. I had to go through Sydney and direct to Dallas.
20
Because-
hours then.
Oh my God.
Because the flights direct from Brisbane are only just starting back again after COVID. And so nearly all the flights international out of Australia were stopped. So, but now people want to go somewhere because they've been stuck at home. for
Correct.
so
Oh yeah, of
long.
course, of course.
And so I thought, well, I'll come over and over here about 5.5 to 6 weeks. Because I have other brothers and sisters down the valley, and I met a sister for the first time last Thursday night.
Oh my goodness.
So there's only one brother I haven't met out of the 7 that live.
And
in-
your sibling,
Beg pardon?
your brother.
Oh yes, we just don't get along.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It happens in many a family.
Yeah.
Sadly, many a family. Many a
Yeah.
family.
But he keeps in touch with you.
Now you have children of your own.
No.
How? What? No.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, look what you've
Well,
look how
that's
you've
right.
grown.
That's what I told him.
This is
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
You have a
Wonderful.
huge family now. You
Yeah.
can't deny you have a huge
Yeah.
family.
And I'm a pretty casual type of person, so you know, I accept what's happened.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
blame anyone because
Well, no.
at that
was-
time,
And it was a different time. It was a
at
different.
that time we never knew whether the Japanese would be over there in
Sure.
2 weeks, and you know, why not have fun and have parties at home?
That's
true.
So,
The other thing too was, oh my God, I forgot. It was very emotional when he went to my dad's grave.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
of
Very
course.
emotional for him.
Yep.
And he put a little flower that is the Australian state or national
you know,
flower.
the wattle.
So we glued it on there.
See, and that was from Remembrance Day, which was just
Remembrance
a
Day.
week,
Remembrance
which
Day.
is coming up the 25th of
Yeah.
April.
Yeah.
That's Anzac Day, and so they have all these little pins in this one. So we had that affixed to the grave there.
Correct.
And of course the Australian flag went up there too.
The Australian, we brought the Australian flag.
Hey, and you said you had placed a flower on the grave of your father.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the flower is significant, or the flower is.
Is the flower of Australia, which is golden wattle.
Okay.
So
He also brought a whole bunch of flags. So
Yeah.
there's
And
always
flag.
a flag, an Australian
So there's
flag.
an Australian flag
yeah,
there.
Yep. All the
Oh.
Christmas trees have got an Australian flag on
Wonderful.
them.
Wonderful. Larry, before we leave, before we close up, any comments you want to make? Yeah.
Just real quickly, just I'm gonna try to put it in very quick. Our dad was actually, he went in when he was 19.
Correct.
But he was in the Australian campaign. I mean the Pacific campaign. Was when he was 21 and 22. So between March was when he was wounded, March of 1945 through June of 1945 is the times he spent in Australia. And my dad was a very social person, and he was very easy to get along with. And I guess like any good soldier back then, and you know, he was away from his country, and and the girls in Australia were very good looking, and so I'm pretty sure my dad was very attracted to someone there. And
Sure.
but the beauty is that my dad never denied them. My dad never forgot them.
And all of you
And-
knew
and
about
we
these
knew,
kids.
Our mom accepted them. I'll never forget my mom saying, "They're still your sons. You still
Yeah.
have to take care of them."
Right.
So she knew it. She was very accepting of it. But I know I have to give her all the credit because she said we got to search for them, and we did. We tried for 10 years. I finally, truthfully, I gave up.
Well, sure.
And I said, we're not going to find them. She said, well, I'm not
I
stopping.
promised Dad.
I said, I'm not stopping. I said, I'm going to keep going. I said, okay, well, whatever you find out, you call me. And so
Rose,
this-
Rose, the ending, a comment that you'd like to make?
Only that we're glad to have him.
Of course.
And it cost a lot for him to come, and for him to come twice is very touching to all of us. And I'm glad we found him.
Yep.
Mr. Trevor, please give us the last comments.
I am glad too. never had close family before. And this is closer and closer every day.
Truly a blessing that y'all found each other.
Yeah.
See, now you got me crying. Stop. Stop, Rose. Rose, what a pleasure, Rose. I've known a lot of things about you, but this I never knew, okay? So thank you so much for bringing the story
Well, thank you
to
for
our
inviting
Edgewood
us.
community, to our neighborhood, to our viewers. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you once again.
Yes, can I just ask one question?
Mhm.
Would you all recommend anyone looking for a sibling to
Abs-
use the same method?
Oh, yes. Yes, and it costs money to have it done and to see your gold leaves. But if you're searching for someone,
Yeah.
It's worth every penny.
it's worth every penny. And for us, it took a long time, but you just don't give up. I promised my dad I would never give up.
And
Thank you.
I think this day and age, more people are going in for this DNA. And the more that register, and the more people are going to find out. You know, even over there's a lot of families finding out
I just want to add that
things.
he worked for the Australian government in tourism, and he was here in Dallas, and he didn't realize how close he was to us.
Oh my
That
goodness.
was in 83.
Wow.
You know,
He said that was such a lost opportunity for me.
Well, my pleasure. Thank you so very
Thank you
much
for
for joining
inviting
us.
us.
Oh,
Thank you.
this has been a joy.
Yes.
We like pretty stories, so we really appreciate that. And Rose, thank you for your service for our community and our children of Edgewood.
Oh,
Thank
they
you so
always
much.
hold a special place.
Well, of course, Mija. We're good kids.
Yes, you are.
Good people.
That's why I stayed for so long, because of the kids.
Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.